Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. By special appearance, we have two of Detroit Bad Beys looking to have bonds set. And as a bonus, the love boat doesn't always float. A SovCit divorce. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
What's your name?
Hold on. Oh, Malik Bay, I'm here on special appearance. I got Thomas Hicks.
What's your name?
Malik Bay, I'm here on special appearance, Thomas Hicks.
Okay. This is case number 240-580-9901. People State of Michigan versus Malik Bay, also known as Thomas Hicks. Mr. Bird, your appearance?
Yes, Your Honor. Brandon Bird on behalf of Malik Bay, also known as Thomas Hicks. My client waives his right to the formal reading with advice his constitutional rights and will stand mute.
All right, Cory, a not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Bond argument, sir.
Your Honor, 34-year-old lifelong resident of Michigan. Indicates to us that he doesn't have any prior criminal history, not on probation or parole. He is employed. Respectfully, we're going to have support for a personal bond on this.
Where is he working?
He's actually a registered nurse, Your Honor.
Really? How long have you been a registered nurse, sir?
I've been a registered nurse for 10 months. I've been a licensed practical nurse for 5 years, sir.
Okay, congratulations on the accomplishment. Okay, a $5,000 personal bond. Give me one moment. $5,000 personal bond. Only condition of bond is no driving. Probable cause July 16th. Preliminary examination July 23rd. Both in front of Judge Sabri. Have a good day.
Step out.
Can you bring out both defendants on the next case?
Which one is it? I don't know.
Andre and Cory Smith.
Cory.
What's your name?
Oh, Mr. Smith is actually in pro per, Your Honor.
That's fine. State your names for the record, gentlemen.
Cory Smith. UCC-1/207/308 without prejudice and under duress. My name is Andre Smith Bay, here to represent the defendant, Mr. Andre Smith.
Okay, this is case number 240-580-9701 and 02. Mr. Andre Smith, since you're not represented by a counsel, do you waive formal reading, stand mute, and I'll enter not guilty plea on your behalf?
I would like, the defense would like to reserve all rights in this case matter and be able to proceed so we can turn around and prepare the proper defense for the case.
Okay, the court of not guilty plea on behalf of you, Mr. Andre Smith. On behalf of Mr. Cory Smith, Mr. Bird.
Yes, Your Honor. Brandon Bird on behalf of Cory Smith. My client waives his right to the formal reading, was advised his constitutional rights and will stand mute.
All right, the court of not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Andre and Mr. Cory Smith. Argument as to bond as to your client, Mr. Bird.
1 second, Your Honor. Your Honor, 32-year-old lifelong resident, Your Honor, was forthcoming to us about his prior criminal history with the carrying concealed weapon, but that's roughly around 8 years ago now. Indicated to us that he is employed as a production worker, but he just started, doesn't have any money to afford bond. These are non-assaultive allegations in nature, and after reading the report, if the allegations are said to be true, which we're not accepting them as true at this moment, but if they are said to be true for argument purposes, it seems like it was more risk of not with the assault and resisting or obstructing was more the resisting part than assaulting, Your Honor. So I would say these are non-assaultive in nature. He's not running from this, and respectfully, we're going to request a personal bond in this matter.
Mr. Andre Smith, anything you'd like to say with address the court with respect to bond?
Yes, my client, Mr. Smith he owned a couple businesses, he go to school. He haven't been in any trouble, as you can see on this case file. He haven't had a case since 2013. A lot of cases have been dismissed. This is another charge that they're presenting, and we're looking to be able to prepare the best defense we possibly can, or whatever in this case matter, and shed some light on the justice of what really happened that day.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Both of you, $5,000 personal bond while this case is pending. Both of you are not allowed to have any handguns, firearms, or any other dangerous weapons. Both of you, probable cause, July 15th in front of Judge Sabri. And both of you, preliminary examination, July 22nd in front of Judge Sabri. Both of you can step aside now.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hello. This is Attorney Mike Grevlin coming to you from Chicago. As usual, we've got some nuggets today, and it's all basically Kristen's fault. With the exception of, I got a nugget from Anita Shot, too. Thank you very much, both of you. This is good stuff. Another Law Talk with Mike tribute to the power of love. Let's do it, shall we?
Conducted via Zoom. Are you Kimberly Blade?
I am Kimberly Blade.
Good afternoon. And sir, you are Michael Anthony Blade. Is that correct?
The beneficiary, not the other person.
I'm sorry?
The beneficiary and not the artificial person, sir.
Okay. I don't know what you mean by that. What is it? What's your name?
I'm the beneficiary, Michael, of the Blade
Right.
family.
I understand. You're the beneficiary of Michael Blade, but what is your name?
Your Honor, I'm the beneficiary of the estate, Michael Anthony Blade.
So is he deceased, or are you his guardian, or what?
For Michael Anthony Blade, the artificial person, I am the agent.
I don't understand you, sir. In any event, Miss Blade, do you recognize the person on the screen?
I do.
Is that your husband, Michael Blade?
Yes.
Okay, all right. The court tried to call you this morning, Miss Blade, but the phone number you provided on your summons was an invalid phone number. It was not a right phone number. We called you at. That's the number you had, and person said that's
I've never
not your
given
phone
that
number.
number. That's not my number, and I've never given that number.
No, that's the phone number we had for Kimberly Blade. Miss Kimberly Blade, we attempted to call you this morning, and your phone number that you referenced on your summons that you prepared is wrong. In any event, the court cannot enter the judgment as presented. It's got all kinds of red stamps on it, and it's got things crossed out. And the court, the reason the court was calling you, if you could come down this afternoon, we can get the two of you divorced if you want to get divorced. And we can give you another form, and I can explain to you, walk you through it. For example, someone said that there's a paragraph about the domicile of the child should not be moved from the state of Michigan without the consent of it's got to be the consent of the court. And Mr. Blade, you're correct. If she wants to move, she's got to seek the permission of the court. She must notify you in advance. So you'll be aware of all that. So I want to walk through these provisions with you. You've crossed some things out which are simply not acceptable under the law. So both of you live locally.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind repeating that, sir?
You regret coming down here. There's all kinds of red stamps in here. It says non-assumption. I don't know what that means, but it's all over the page. The court cannot sign this judgment. So what the court would like to do is sometime we can personally come down here and I can walk you through. We can prepare a clean judgment. For example, somebody's crossed out. For example, there's a paragraph about real estate, and someone says does not apply. Well, there are two choices: either you own real estate and need to be divided, or there's not real estate. So you need to address that. The court will not enter the judgment without these provisions being addressed. They're required in any judgment divorce. We must divide pension benefits. If you each keep your own, that's fine. If there are none, we need to note that. So this judgment is not acceptable. We can't get divorced today. So, Ms. Blade, you live, correct?
That's correct.
Is there a time you can both come in personally on Monday, and we can, if you want to get divorced, you've been separated since the last 4 years. Let's not drag us out any longer.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, can you come down, Mr. Beneficiary? Can you come down also personally?
Your Honor, what we need is simply a divorce. That's all we need, your
That's
jurisdiction.
correct. The court will not sign this judgment of divorce that's been presented. I don't know who made all these red stamps. There are things crossed out. I can walk this through with both of you, but you need both need to sign to prove the judgment.
Sir,
So
I'm
I'm suggesting the easiest way for this to happen is both you come down here personally. If you come down on Monday, we can get you divorced on Monday.
sir, anything I sign will have stamps.
Okay, well, I don't know what the stamps mean.
Non-composite means that I do not have liability for the state enterprise.
Sir, you're making no sense. If you want to put one stamp, but you got a dozen stamps all over this. Unacceptable. So what time do you want to come down on Monday?
That is the contract that I do not agree with, and those are the terms of the contract in which I.
All right. All right, Ms. Blade, you need to hire an attorney then. You need to hire an attorney, Mr. Blade. I don't know. I don't know if he's got, I don't know if he has some incapacities, but he's not talking common sense. I don't know what you need in order to get divorced. So can you both come down on Monday or no? Simple question.
I can.
I have work Monday. I've taken off work to handle this matter.
Well, can you drive down right now down to Monroe?
Yes,
No,
I can.
I thought you said you took off work today, Mr. Blade.
Yes, sir.
You live in Newport. You're probably, what, 10 minutes away?
I no longer live in Newport, sir.
All right. All right, so perhaps the clerk could take some brief testimony. There's been a breakdown. There's only that there's 3 minor children. I can take the brief testimony. I can preserve everything, but I can't get you divorced until we sign the written judgment. So can you both please raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you both solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Miss Blade? You need to unmute yourself. Cannot hear you, Miss Blade.
I do.
Okay. All right, to start with you, Miss Blade. Can you please state your name and current address for the record?
My name is
Miss Blade, Kimberly Blade. Can you please state your name and current address for the record and need to unmute yourself? Lived in the County of Monroe for 10 days, the state of Michigan, at least 6 months prior to filing.
Can you repeat that?
Is it true that on the date you filed that complaint, which was May 4th, that you lived in the County of Monroe for at least 10 days, in the state of Michigan, at least 6 months?
I didn't stay in county, the Monroe County.
I understand you didn't stay there. Did you live in Monroe County 10 days before filing this? For example, did you live in Monroe County the last week of April of this year?
No.
Well, you may need to refile in Wayne County then. You live in Wayne County. You need to file in the county in which you reside.
Yes.
I did. I went through this agency, a legal Zoom divorce, and they did it that way because Michael was in Monroe.
All right. Okay, we can establish jurisdiction with Michael.
No, not this. No.
We'll address that. Mrs. Blade, is it true that you married Michael Blade on May 2nd, 2016? You separated in September of 2020.
Yes.
Is it true there's been a breakdown of your marriage relationship?
Yes.
Have the object of matrimony been destroyed?
Yes.
Is there any chance of reconciliation?
No.
Is it true there are 3 children born of the marriage, namely?
Yes.
Were there any other children born or adopted during your marriage?
No.
Are you currently pregnant?
No.
Okay, sir, can you Mr. Blade, did you live in the county of Monroe, state of Michigan in late April of 2023?
I live in the domicile of the United States of America Republic, sir.
Okay, what do you have to, was it Monroe County, Michigan?
The domicile of the United States of America Republic.
All right. The court's not going to play games. The court's going to dismiss this complaint for lack of jurisdiction, Ms. Blade. Mr. Blade will not acknowledge he lived in Monroe County, state of Michigan. So I'm going to dismiss this complaint for lack of jurisdiction. Need to refile in Wayne County. And I'm sorry if Mr. Blade won't cooperate with you. He's not going to cooperate with the court. I'm not going to play games. The court will dismiss this complaint. Now we'll conclude the matter. You can all zoom out. We'll send you both a copy of the dismissal. And Mr. Blade, we have your address of 8. That's where we're going to send the order of dismissal. All right, you can both zoom out. Have a good rest of the day. You're still married.